Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd. And in today's video, we have some big time updates about the future of the DCU slate from the head man himself, James Gunn. He took to Instagram yesterday to answer some of the questions that fans had about upcoming projects. We're going to talk about it, break it down, what he said about The Authority, what he said about Paradise Lost, what he said about Booster Gold. We have a lot of updates to go over in today's video, but first, if you are new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Later tonight, of course, is that Daredevil Born Again episode number 7. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be an absolute banger. So we will have a breakdown on that later tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. But also on Saturday, we will have our live streams. They are going to be back here on the channel as well. Lots of stuff happening. So hit the sub button, leave a comment down below as we're on the road to Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, everything Marvel, everything Star Wars, everything DC as well. So hit the sub button so you don't miss out on any of the latest news, leaks, rumors, and videos. Without further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this DCU slate update. So yesterday, James Gunn, of course, was asked on Instagram a lot of questions about the future of the DCU. And the first question that he was asked, of course, is how was the filming for Man of Tomorrow going? And he said that it's going great and that he's having a blast. This is a good thing because that means there's no delays in this film and it can make its scheduled May 8th, I believe, 2027 release date. Maybe it's June 9th or something like that, but it's either the 8th or the 9th, May or June of 2027. So I'm very looking forward to that one, of course. Very looking forward to seeing how the story of Superman is continued, and it's just good to give us an update on how filming is going and that there's no issues with it whatsoever. Another update that James Gunn gave us is that The Authority over at DC Studios has been canceled, as James Gunn said it did not fit in the overall story of the DCU. And honestly, I'm glad that they canceled this project, right? I always thought it was a little weird to have this project so early on in the DCU when we don't even have the main DC characters yet, like Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, the main DC, of course, core together. So, again, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have Amanda Waller show up right now, but it is going to be nice later on when they reintroduce her as, of course, her character, Amanda Waller. Maybe they can do it then, and then she can start capturing superpowered individuals and stuff like that. But as for now, I think that they have to wait on it because it does not fit. We're just getting introduced to these characters where the world's going to love them or the world's going to hate them. So again, ultimately, it just makes a lot of sense for them not to have this project yet, and ultimately it has been put on the back burner over at DC. Doesn't mean that it's completely canceled, but it does mean that it is just not going to happen right now, and probably not going to happen for, of course, before their first team up film, which we don't even know when that's going to be because we have yet to get introduced to Batman, Wonder Woman, or the Flash as well. So again, makes sense, and I'm glad that they kind of put it on the back burner as well. Of course, the next update that we have is about Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is in extreme development, and Booster Gold is in development as well. That is what James Gunn said, of course, on Instagram. This is great news for the DCU, as it's probably going to be the first couple of projects in 2028 after Man of Tomorrow. I think they're going to go out with a bang with Man of Tomorrow. Probably going to be the last Superman movie that they do before, of course, we get another team-up film. Then maybe they do another solo Superman movie, but for now, I do think that they're going to put Superman kind of on hold, kind of continue his story in the DC within the next team-up film, give us kind of, hey, what's he's been doing then. But as of now, 2028 is probably going to be filled with some different level of DC characters and DC stories, and it makes a lot of sense. They're experimenting a lot of stuff. Paradise Lost is about Wonder Woman, so maybe we could possibly be getting the introduction to her in that show, and then give her a film, and then we can have her go on to, of course, join the team or whatever kind of form of the DCU team we're going to get in, of course, James Gunn's DC universe. So, again, I think it's very cool, and I think, again, I cannot wait for both of these shows, and I'm glad that they are in development and still, of course, taking their time, but it is nice to give an update on it just to kind of confirm, hey, don't forget about these projects. They are still happening in the DCU. James Gunn also gave us an update on the script for Creature Commandos Season 2 and Mr. Miracle. As he said, both scripts are good, hinting that they might be finished. Now, James Gunn added with his good, he said he watched the animatics last week, which, of course, means that it's been pretty much completed. They are just kind of finalizing a couple of things and just kind of looking at, hey, where can we release Creature Commando Season 2 and Mr. Miracle in the DCU timeline? Where does it fit right now when it comes to release schedule? I think Creature Commandos is going to go first because we already got that in the first DCU film, or in the first, or earlier on in December of last year. So again, I personally think Creature Commandos is going to go first and Mr. Miracle is going to go next, but I do think both of those projects are going to be coming very, very soon. Lastly, James Gunn, of course, said that he knows the next film on the DC Studio slate, and that hasn't been announced, and that we will have an announcement soon. Before I leave, of course, with this, I will say there was a Flash movie listed on IMDb, which is, of course, the website where movies are listed and people can kind of find jobs and stuff like that, with James Gunn, Peter Safran as producers. However, James Gunn shut that down. So, again, we don't know, but maybe a possible Flash movie is getting greenlit soon and could possibly be going into development. Now, personally, I do hope that they start with Batman and Wonder Woman before we even get to a Flash movie. I think a lot of people will hope that they start with Wonder Woman and Batman as well, just because of what happened with the Flash and to kind of end the old DCEU, and now they're transitioning, so it would make a lot of sense for the Flash to go last. But again, I don't know. That could just be me, and you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But yeah, we had some big updates today on the DCU, as the future is looking bright. I'd expect some 2028 announcements very, very soon, so hopefully James Gunn does another little bit of a video talking about that on YouTube. Let me know what you thought of the video, though, in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Later today, we will have Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord 7 and 8 breakdown. We have not done that on the channel yet, but we will do that very, very soon. So stay tuned, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.